Hey, Craft Family. So I received a request to talk about what it takes to host your own vending event or pop up shop. I am hosting a pop up shop next month on the 28th. And this is not my first event. I typically host at least one event every year. Last year I did a paint and sip. The year before that, I did a vending event, but my first vending event was in 2018. Me and my husband, we typically tag team when it comes to doing the events. Um, so, in my business membership, I got this request to talk about it. So, instead of doing a class or doing a book or some type of course or sell or something like that, I just want to do this blog style. So, if this is some information that you want to learn because you want to host your own pop up shop or vending event, I want you to go ahead and click the link below and subscribe. This is going to be a series of videos. And I also want you to put in the comments questions that you have so I know what to do to keep going in this blog, right? In this series, because it's going to be a series. So, to answer the first question that I think should be answered is why. Why do you want to host your own events? Um, I'm located here in Georgia, okay? There are a slew of events to choose from. There's always a pop-up shop, there's always a market, there's always something to choose from down here. And I don't think it matters where you live. Pop-up shops and events are always going to be a hit and miss or hit or miss, right? And the fees can range anywhere from 50 to I've paid $150 for an event. It's probably the most I paid. Um, so it varies. However, I like to create my own opportunities, right? I am a crafter, so I like to DIY things. I like to make things that I like. Um, and I want to give myself the opportunity to sell them and not just wait, on somebody else's event or pay somebody else money in order to create an opportunity for me when I can create my opportunities myself. Okay. So that is part of my why. Because as a business person, you have to create your opportunities. You can't just depend and wait on anybody else to give them to you. Um, so that is the why when it comes to hosting my own events. And it builds brand awareness, right? So as a business person, you need more people to know about your business. So, not only is hosting a pop-up shop good for me, right? It's good for the community because, like me, there are other small businesses, crafters, artisans, designers that just need that opportunity as well to get themselves out there. And hosting a vending event or a pop up shop is a great way to get your name out there. And it feels good to help be able to give other people the opportunities too. Um, so, yeah, that kind of answers the question of why I'm doing it. I usually host one good event every year. And so I'm working on hosting more, but this is just a start. So let me see, what else do I want to talk about? So if this is something that you have never done, my first suggestion is you go attend different events. So what you can do is you can go to Eventbrite, you can go to different Facebook groups, and you can see what type of events are going on around you. And when you go to these events, I want you to go with a marketing eye, right? Um, Go and see what type of things are happening there. Are there raffles there? Are there giveaways? Are there, like, what is happening at these events that you like? Because when you go to these events with a marketing eye and not a consumer eye, you are then gathering ideas of ways and things that you can take from those and bring them to your own events. Okay. So get out and go to different events so you can, do your market analysis to see what you like and what you don't like. And then, my next thing is to visualize it. Visualize what hosting your own event looks like for you, right? What are you going to do to make it fun? I have some notes down here. What are you going to do to make it fun? Me, I love playing music. I have to have music at any event that I host, and I absolutely enjoy when the places I go to play good music. So also, what type of vendors do you want to have at your event? Um, I will say straight out the gate, you're always going to have the first people that's going to contact you about being a vendor at your event is a paparazzi vendor, which are the ladies that sell the $5 jewelry. You're not going to have no shortage of people trying to contact you about that. Matter of fact, my event, I still have 40 plus days to my event. My very first vendor that contacted me is a paparazzi vendor. And so that spot is already secured. Let me see. What will you sell? Right? So not only what other type of vendors do you want there, what are the type of things that you will sell at your event? So, you're not only gathering the event and putting that on for you. I mean, for other people, you got to think about, okay, what bring it down to you? What do you want to sell, right? And then also, will you have games? Will you have raffles? Will you have giveaways? Like, what are the things that you're going to do to make it fun? So, for example, I'm definitely going to have a raffle, um, and I'm definitely going to have a free paint table. So, with this event that I'm doing, I've been really into painting a lot. So instead of hosting a paid paint and sip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a table where people can come in and paint for free, right? That's going to get them to stick around. I'm also going to sell things that correlate with that paint table. And again, it's going to get them to stick around and maybe shop with the other vendors because they're having such a good time, grooving to the music, being creative, in their creative flow. So that's the type of feeling that I want people to have when they come into my event. I want them to feel like they're having a good time, they're being in a creative space, and they want to support the other vendors. Okay, I'm not going to make this a super long video. Um, and then the last thing I want you to think about, like when you're visualizing your event, not only what do you want to sell, who do you want to be there, how do you want it to feel, I want you also to visualize how you're going to market. What are the things that you're going to be doing to bring attention to this event? Because it's going to be easy for you to get vendors. There are no shortage of vendors. You are going to have plenty of vendors to choose from, right? But I really want you to think about how you're going to market this pop-up shop or this event that you are doing, because nobody wants to go to a pop-up shop or an event and nobody shows up. Yes, you can't win them all. And I do know that vendors support vendors, right? If the traffic is slow coming in, we're gonna, buy from each other, whether it's food or whether it's a $5 trinket on a table or something. Like at the end of the day, we all still want to support each other, whether you get a big crowd or not. So that's what I want to leave you with on this very first video. Okay. The next video, I'm going to come back and I'm going to, in my brain, unless y'all say something different below, I'm going to talk about choosing a venue. Okay. Um, we're going to talk about choosing a venue on the next video. So if you've made it this far, leave a star down in the comments and leave any questions that you have down in the comments so I can answer in this series. And if you have not already, please like and subscribe so you can get the notifications when the next video comes out. All right. Thanks for watching, Craft Family, and I'll see you in the next one.